Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I go on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. And we have got a fantastic community because of you. Thank you. All right. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You go down the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Or just watch the whole thing back in like 1.25 speed. I do that a lot. I speed up things on YouTube a lot. I can just get through more. just gather more information doing that. So anyway, it's a suggestion. And do like and subscribe. It's free. But also, if you have a couple of spare dollars, if you join on YouTube, you get access to the cute little exclusive cat emojis and the grim bleeper and all that. Or if you become a member on Patreon, I don't have super high expensive tiers, but you can come on once a month. We get together for the monthly Patreon social, and we all come on camera together, or most of us, and then others are in the chat, but you can come on and see these people you see all the time in the chat, see them face to face, and we talk, and it's a lot of fun. Anyway, all right, so Ricky says, and the star of the show, the only cool kitty who taught John Travolta how to disco dance, Boo Boos and Kitty. Yes. All righty. All right. Susie Buckingham says, I don't understand how to speed up. If you click on the little gear icon, it'll give you options like the quality of the video if you want to up that, or you can, it'll say playback speed, and if you click on that, it'll give you options. You can slow things down. You can speed things up like a chipmunk, and nice things in between. Anyway, all right. Yes, I'm ready. There is, at 3 minutes in, Vicky K was sharing that Vicky heard on a podcast that Democrats all over DC are Instacarting champagne. Now, might have just been a joke, might have been a real thing, but just in case, here, by the way. So I've got my new popcorn pin. So that's ready to go. All right. And of course, the popcorn glasses, if necessary. So you can always just, these are subtle. You'll love them. Oh, yeah. Completely subtle. Trump being arraigned. Yeah. Okay. So got these. Matter of fact, they came in a pack. I've got like three or four of these. But, and then of course I've got the American flag sunglasses that came, a whole box of them, different kinds. Hang on. I'll find the links and put them in the description if anybody's interested. But sorry, that's a bit noisy. Okay, but this thing I can barely keep closed. All right, and of course I label everything. These, there is all kind of goodness in here. This is probably my favorite. We'll do this for fun. We'll get to the readings in a minute. This is probably my favorite because you can put these on like this, and then At any point, right? Got your hat? At any point, you can go full Uncle Sam. How awesome is that? And I've got to get the lipstick off of that. I'll do that in a little while. Oops. Actually, I better do that now because I don't know if it will stain this. Oh, it might stain it. I just stained it already, but it's on the inside. Oh no, I think I got it. Okay. So there's that. But there are others in here. Some are just a lot of fun, like this one that has earrings. You guys have seen this one. It's like this. And you just put it on, flip it over your ears. There we go. Or, these are so much fun. And we haven't even, at the end of the month, we're actually revisiting the vacation sunglasses with all the crazy flamingos and parrots, and yeah, that's the end of this month. But anyway, but no, there are other things in here. There's hearts and flowers and flags. I think these would look a little weird on me, but these are like soccer balls. Kind of weird, but sure, okay. Why not? Hearts that sit above. These are, I don't know, melting paints. I don't quite. Oh, I ordered these. Like I said, I'll put the I'll get the link and I'll put it in the description as soon as I'm done. But yeah, the melting paint. I'm not quite sure what that is. Then we've got the super cats. They're like bat eye. Like bat eyes. We've got a cool 80s something. Asymmetrical something something. And lastly, when we look at Trump and we're watching him being arraigned, we have little horns of glee. So, yeah. Anyway, there was a whole box. So, Ricky says, it looks like I'm gearing up for the 4th of July celebration. What I'm gearing up for is bring on the indictments. Seriously. I am all in. Bring it on. All right, sorry. It's going to be noisy for just, hang on, I'm going to mute this for just 1 second. Hang on, so I can get this out of the way. Okay. And I don't have any, I don't drink, but I did make some homemade lemonade I just made. So I've got some lemonade, plain old lemonade. All right. Oh, I found a link to the Pulp Tarot. I put it in the description box underneath the questions, and it's in the list of tarot cards I use on the channel. So it's all down in the description box. So, it wasn't a motorcycle, but oh, we're ready. I'm ready. Let's do this. Come on. Bring it. Even Jack Smith himself appeared to actually walk into a building. The man who has been a ghost this whole time is suddenly like, oh, you're a person. You're here. Mari says we used to give the kids Sprite for champagne. That works too. But so I don't know if this is true, and I don't know if it's worth reading on whether or not they really are Instacarting champagne in DC. I guess I could look. Deborah says, cool glass, I particularly like the last 3 pairs. Let's see. The sun is going to come up. It's a great day in America. For those of you old enough to remember the Reagan commercial, it's a great day in America. It's either a Reagan commercial or a Folgers. Take your pick. High Priestess, Justice, hello. Hi. Hierophant, 3 major arcana, 4 major arcana. Could the cards be any clearer? Yesterday, today, how many like tarot equivalents of royal flushes have I been pulling when it comes to Trump being indicted? Trump about to be indicted. And I love my favorite card in this whole deck. Absolutely fantastic. All right. So, yes, it's morning in America, says Nuclear Magenta. Marshall Hostel is asking, what deck is that? The link is in the description. It is the Pulp Tarot. Matter of fact, I put the link at the beginning of the chat too this morning, but it may have disappeared by now. But it's definitely in the description box. Okay. Anyway. Knight of Pentacles. Some people who think they are above it all. You can't indict me. Four of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Death card. Party's over. Mar-a-Lago, the party. The party is over at Mar-a-Lago. Yes, Nuclear Magenta. Justice is clearly Pam Grier. It's awesome. Okay. So good. All right. So Thread of Hope had a question at 13:15. 13:15. Mark Meadows has been testifying for Jack Smith's investigations. Will Meadows emerge free and clear from all charges for cooperating for his testimony? He was the main enabler of the January 6th coup and should be held accountable. I agree. Oh, yeah. So, Mark Meadows, you're going to swan your way out of this unscathed? I think he should legally have some scathing. I think he should be scathed legally. But Knight of Pentacles. I do wonder, since they convened a second grand jury in Florida to get testimony from local people who were involved in this mess. And I have to wonder if they're going to start by charging them. But at the same time, my gosh, there's a whole lot of smoke right now for there to be no fire with Trump himself being indicted, charged. All right, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, Lovers. He was in the middle of it. He did cooperate to a point. He started cooperating with the January 6th committee, and he gave those 2,000 emails to either the January 6th committee or the DOJ. I honestly, I can't remember to whom sorry, bless. I don't remember to whom he gave those emails, but if one got them, the other one probably did too. So, but you were right in the middle of it. Everything was coming through you, and you sat. This is okay. So this is my here's my impersonation of Mark Meadows on January 6th. Profiles and courage. Yeah. And patriotism. Yeah. So will Mark Meadows skate, or is he going to face some charges? Lover's card again. He was in the thick of it. Knight of Pentacles. Apparently I'm going to get the same. Okay, I've got to shuffle again. I shuffled. I thought I shuffled. Yeah, my man X, he could have done something. So Meadows, you're going to skate. Ace of Swords. Legal action. Initiation. Engage. Magician. Six of Swords. Empress. This is my card of getting into legal trouble. Maybe even going up the river. Now, he can pull various rabbits out of his hat to make this go more smoothly, but the whole country's going to see, the whole world's going to see. But he betrayed his country. He could have done more. Seriously, he could have done more. And he knew this was coming. That's the thing. Don't forget. He knew this was coming. I don't think he's going to skate. I don't know that he's going to get in as much trouble as I believe he should be in, but the cards are not showing he's going to skate. So, oh boy. And says taking a deal, maybe less time, maybe. But I'm not getting he's going to skate, so fingers crossed. Okay. Alexis Craig was asking at 19 and a bit. All right, this internet thing is bugging me. I'm getting a low internet warning again. Oh, I'll have to call them and complain. Okay. 1920. Alexis Craig said, with Mark Meadows testifying, how worried do you think Ginni Thomas should be? Because my goodness, did she send him all kinds of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, Cuckoo Land texts about the craziest, he can take over the country, absolute Looney Tunes stuff. Cheryl Clark says something in the air. Yeah. Yes, kitty kisses. We covered that yesterday, day before. So, Ginni Thomas, hey, the emperor. There shouldn't be elections by the little people. We are the ones in charge. We are the ones in charge. We should be making all of the decisions. I'm the wife of a Supreme Court justice, and our power is absolute. She is nuts. And someone who has, who has suffered from severe depression, and I have OCD and PTSD and all this kind of stuff. I don't make fun of people's mental illness. I don't, but there's a point where you're not dealing in reality. And at that point, yeah, I'm going to say cloud cuckoo land. Yeah. Fran, are you having bad weather or bad service? I think it's bad service, and it's the whole area. But it's getting most vexing anyway. We have complete power. No, you don't. Lady, sit down. GM Dave says evangelical war princess, war queen. She's the wife of a Supreme Court justice who has absolute power, who doesn't have to follow any ethics laws, who's appointed for life, like a king. Hierophant, the institution, the government, howling at the moon. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Six of Cups, Star, Three of Cups. Oh. All right. This is her delusional view of the government and her place in it. But she thinks she's a star. It's like, no, this is hope for our future. And this is us being quite pleased that things may actually come back around to revisit Ginni Thomas. But I'll tell you, there are, I'll move this because there's wind. Sorry, wind was catching that. There are people who I obviously want them to be held accountable. But there are some people, it's slightly more gratifying with seeing some people held accountable than others, although we'll take any of them being held accountable, please. She would be particularly satisfying. It would be particularly satisfying to see her legally held accountable. Yeah. Okay. So, next. What's next? And forget, Trump's birthday's next week. And when your sun comes up, goes around the circle, and it comes back around to where it was when you were born in the sky, that's your solar return, is what your birthday is. Your sun comes back around, and the bright sun, and the sun in your chart, which is your sense of self, it illuminates, brightens it, it reinforces this sun here, which is your sense of self, which is it's all about me. Me. That's why birthdays, it's like me. That's why. And it can be a good thing. Unless there's some not good other stuff, and it's going to illuminate, brighten, and strengthen the problem there. Because if you've been acting particularly badly, breaking laws, running roughshod over people, lying, cheating, stealing, you don't want the spotlight on you. You don't want the sun in the sky illuminating you. And that's what's happening a week from today, Trump's birthday. So, all right. At 25 minutes in, Chris Licht is officially out at CNN. About time. Will this save the network? Chris Licht, CNN. Certainly it's not even about Chris Licht anymore. Bye. CNN. Oh, Dark Night of the Soul. Yeah, they definitely took a different direction, and it did not pay off. Au contraire. Yeah, they went far right, initiate far right, trying to get the Covfefe swillers and thinking they'd make money from that. No. Failure. Okay, thank you for telling me the plan we already know. Didn't work. Okay, we know that. Why? Okay. Okay. Eight of Swords, hemmed in. Four of Cups. That's a refusal. That's a had enough of that. 10 of Cups. Reasonable people still want to hear reasonable news. They do. 5 of Swords, insult to injury. The ratings are going to be bad for a while. Because people are fed up. They're gonna be paying big time for this stupid idea. And the reality is that, I mean, I don't know that there's any magic bullet right now for if you're a news network. To some extent, if you want to be, as they used to say, the most trusted, who was it earlier, just a minute ago, said the most trusted name in news or journalism, not so much anymore. M. Kelpie said that. You almost have to just go back to basics. And not even what you were doing before, which was giving equal weight to both sides. No, just what's the news? Think Walter Cronkite. What's the news? What's going on? Is there someone there who is an expert at whatever that topic is? Moving on. To some extent, it's what this is saying is don't try to reinvent the wheel, do something extreme. You need trust back. And that means slow and steady wins the race. Trust. I have spent a fortune on therapy over the years, EMDR therapy, all kind of therapy. And there's one piece of advice or a bit of knowledge that I've paid a lot of money for, and I'm going to give it to you for free. I've mentioned it before, but for new viewers, this is a bit of therapy wisdom that cost me a lot of money, and I'm giving it to you for free. And that is, trust is consistent behavior over time. And yeah, somebody can blow that up pretty quickly. And then getting it back takes even more time. If they even want to, and if they even choose to trust, to even try to trust you again. But CNN needs to get trust back. And the only way to do that is time. Consistent behavior over time. So they would listen to me, but I hope that helps somebody somewhere. Okay, 30 minutes in. That's a really interesting question. 30 minutes in. With CNN, Licht is out at CNN and, all of this. What effect will this have on the next election cycle? We are a year and a half away from the next presidential election. Lady Eva says, I think it will. Trust is something it takes years to get and can be gone in seconds. Right, because you act inconsistently, which breaks the trust. So, all right. Will this have an effect? Will the CNN disaster we all saw coming? Will this affect the next election cycle? Two of Pentacles. Well, on the right, they have multiple. They've got Fox. They've got is Newsmax, OAN. I think one of them shut down. I can't remember which one. There's too much. I can't remember it all. I just can't. I do try, but especially something like that where I don't care. You know, it's like it can cease to exist and that's fine. It won't even make a ripple in my life. Other than, yay, less disinformation in the world. But Three of Cups, ooh, Seven of Wands on the defensive, Eight of Cups, Empress, Eight of Pentacles. CNN might get some of their audience back over this next year because of all the cases, because of all of the legal stuff that's coming, where the far right ends up on the defensive, where Republicans are walking away, where there are just so many people voting for Democrats and the whole country seeing. And then what's left of the Republicans, the more moderates are trying to just kind of hold things together. Excuse me. When Donald Trump first came out in a big way and the other people in the primary with him were attacking him, they should have stuck to their guns. Not literal guns. They should have stuck to their warnings about him. Because in the face of a bully who is suddenly becoming more and more popular, you don't back down. You don't. If they are choosing a bully, it means they want somebody who will stand up. And all of them caved. Thank you. All of them caved. Yeah, this next year, in the summer, yesterday during the creative sprints at the end, Sarah was talking about the different tarot and astrology channels and that kind of thing, about how this time of year it's hard for everybody. This is the time of year when you'll often see people they'll be changing up their covers, they'll be making more effort in certain areas. It's because everybody's numbers are lower, everybody's viewership numbers are lower, their income drops, and that's just how this works, unfortunately. But over this next year, even if I wasn't running this channel, I would not have my cards too far away. This next year, from now through the next election, is going to be wild. Just wild. CC Ryder was pointing out that CNN just changed the font on their Chiron to match those of the far right channels. Maybe now it will go back to the original font. Yikes. Raman D says summer. Yeah. Yeah. But also some people are like, news is fine. Jobs keep being created. Infrastructure's moving forward. Inflation is ugly, but it's not continuing at the high rates that it was, and we're certainly not Venezuela. Is it? Who's it? Their inflation rate right now is at 400%. Yikes. So anyway, so some people are just kind of gonna do some other stuff, and it's not important. See, yes, thanks, Uncle Joe. Exactly, Shauna. Exactly. And that is the way government should be. Make government boring again. Yeah, they're doing their thing. Keeping an eye on the economy, keeping us safe, helping people who really need it. Yeah, I think I'll relax and get on with my life. That's what we want. Oh, Linda, thank you so much. I do not read on children. I'm so sorry. I don't read on minors. It's not fair. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. And by the way, for everybody, it's not pay to play. You don't have to pay money to get a question answered, and it doesn't even necessarily promise that your question will be read on. Sorry, just so you know. But thank you, Linda. It makes a big difference. Like I said, it's kind of hard right now, but we'll make it. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care what I have to do. I'm not going anywhere. All right. So next, Peg Sanders had a question at 37:15. Electric Storm says, not too boring. We still need to be engaged. Oh, true. No. We should be engaged. And I think people will come back and they'll be like, hang on. What's going on? Wait, what? Yes. Lucky girl, thank you so much for your popcorn fund in advance of indictment season. Thank you. You're such a sweetie. Oh, I don't have any. Okay, I just want to say this quickly. I don't have any question on this. But the air quality in New York and Washington, D.C. is terrible. It is visibly awful. You can see the air and it is ugly. And that's because of the wildfires in Canada. Now, I'm sorry to repeat something that was said in somebody else's chat, but it made me laugh so hard this morning, I have to share it. I was listening to Hal Sparks this morning while I was getting ready. And as it came up about the terrible, when it came up, just the pictures, the terrible air quality, someone in the chat said, oh, you can tell the smoke came from Quebec. It smells like baguettes and strippers. I just lost it. I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about Quebec. I'm not dinging Quebec, but that paints quite the picture. That baguettes and strippers. So do with that what you will, but it made me laugh. But I don't know any. Like I said, I don't know anything about Quebec, so I'm not dinging them. All right. Okay, 30, where was I? 39. Oh, here we go. 39:30. Let's go on to Peg Sanders' question. Is the grand jury in Florida focused on the sale of illegal handling of classified documents to foreign or other bad actors? All right, Florida. we thinking sale? Basically sale of documents, or is it just obstruction of justice? Oops, I flooded the... Oh, goodness, I accidentally drained the pool and flooded the server room. Oopsie. Please. Please, oh, please. Ugh. Grand jury. Selling information or documents are just obstruction of justice kind of garbage. Okay. Mar-a-Lago. What about it? That's just a... Okay, let's just... Hang on. World card. 8 of Wands. Judgment. Okay. This is some kind of ridiculous... like pretending that Mar-a-Lago is the same that it was 40 years ago. You know, just a country club for rich people in Palm Beach. Oh, Vicky K, thank you. Summer Slush Fund, thank you. Thank you. But nah, this is all the stupid stuff Trump did. This is the world. End of the investigation, end of the way things have been done, and judgment, big judgment is coming. This is usually the massive archangel with the massive horn that's loud enough to wake the dead out of their graves. So what it is it's a lot. It's a lot of different things. It's a lot of different things. Holy buckets. And again, I read on this topic, and what do I get? Big old major arcana. Huge. Bigly. So. All right. Glenn Kirshner said the Florida grand jury is looking at the bad actors that live in Florida who were involved with handling national defense documents. The maintenance guys cooperated, charged Nauta to get him to flip. Nauta, I think his name is. Florida grand jury. I think this is all. I think this is going to be bigger than we think. I said that just as I pulled the temperance card, but also right underneath the temperance card, I've got the death card. So it's like bad, but it's like pulling the punches or the timing or the pulling back just a little. 8 of Swords. Yikes. 9 of Swords. Judgment again. Yeah, this is legally hemmed in. Sleepless nights, worry. Both of these can... usually my 6 of Swords is going up the river, going to prison, but this can be prison as well. There's lying to the Justice Department. It just feels like there's so much. There's so much, and the games are over. The games that they've been playing for years now, you're done. All right. Okay. All right. All right, so next. A free spirit was asking at 40, let's just say 45. 45 minutes in. Do the ultra-conservative 30% of Republicans endorsing Trump and his policies realize they are fascists? Realize they are supporting fascists. Let's just say realize they're supporting fascists, which logically would mean, but we'll just go with, do they realize they're supporting fascists? Oh no. You mean the end of, I've said this for a long time now, that Maya Angelou, what she said, they will not remember what you did, they will remember how you made them feel. And Donald Trump made it okay for these people to fly their horrible flags: bigotry, misogyny, racism, just sexism. I mean, just every bad thing. And he was like, let her rip. And they were like, really? Great. And so they're like, yeah. But that's not America. We are a melting pot. It makes us stronger. Go to countries where they are basically racially homogenous. They miss, there's some things I believe they miss. It is our diversity, which is a major strength for us. That is my opinion. All right, 5 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 4 of Swords, Queen of Wands, Empress. So do they realize, do they know they're supporting fascists? They want to just cause a mess because the liberals have gone too far. They want, some of them very much would just want to shut everything down. Queen of Wands, this would be, they're all in it, the group of them, like-minded, and they want to bring America back to not this. Some fantasy. And do they realize it's fascism? They don't care. They don't. Look, there are some World War II veterans still alive, but we're losing a lot of them, and there are, let's say, some of their children and grandchildren who have forgotten some very important lessons. Isabel Moss says, at my son's school, there are 24 nationalities. Welcome to the Netherlands. Nederland has all, I mean, it is part of your, I love that it's part of your identity to embrace other cultures. You still retain your own history, but you get in your ships and you go and you talk to people, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Anyway, all right. 49 minutes in. Susie Chandel had a question. 49. There's a rumor that Trump is considering starting his own party, his own third party. Is there any there? Third party, huh? Ick. This went to 40, 49, 45. There we go. Put that there. Trump, third party. The me party. Me, says Trump. Page of Wands. There are people who would follow him. I just don't know how many. That is a page. It's kind of weak. All right. 9 of Wands. Hanged Man. Devil. 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. I think he's going to be busy. Trump is about to be very busy. And then this is a card we got earlier about more moderate Republicans being just like, oh my gosh, let's just focus on what we're doing. Meanwhile, the far right just runs amok, as they do. But on the defensive, hanging by his heel metaphorically, and the devil, the corruption, big time corruption right in the center, Trump's going to be too busy. But don't worry, we'll still have Empty G and Boebert and Jimmy Jim and all of them being as awful as can be. Yay. Okay, at 1:45, Felder Ray had a question. Does Trump have money stashed in offshore bank accounts? Yes, I can tell you that right now. So, oh, Mrs. Qatar, it's very easy. Actually, I went through it step by step during the Patreon get-together because somebody asked. It's not that hard. Okay, so does Trump have money stashed in offshore bank accounts? Yes. And he got into trouble because he and Sniffy Jr. and all of them, they were trying to move more money overseas. And that's when the woman who is overseeing their business said, no, you can't do that. So does he have money stashed overseas? Yes, but will Trump leave the U.S. and not return? I don't get that, but let me see. King of Pentacles. If he leaves and things like Letitia James goes forward and all these other things, what are the chances he's going to lose Trump Tower, Mar-a-Lago, 7 Gables, 20 Seasons, whatever the heck he calls that big house? And then what has he got? Honestly. Temperance, 6 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Right now, he has one plan, and that is win the presidency. At all costs. No matter what it takes. Win the presidency. Win the presidency, and they can't touch him. That's what he thinks. So, that's all he's focused on right now. Ooh, tantrums in the House. Let's see. What's this? Gaetz and Boebert. Hang on, 5420. Gaetz and Boebert complained on Wednesday. Aww. 7 Springs. Thank you. Gaetz and Boebert complained on Wednesday that Speaker McCarthy threatened to send members of Congress home after the Freedom Caucus shut down floor debate. This would stop the work that conservatives are doing in committees. Quote, The imperial speakership is over, as it was greatly stated yesterday. Boebert added, and we have some demands, unquote. Will McCarthy stick to his guns? Yes, Lisa, home with no supper. Seven Pentacles. The super mega in the house, let's just say they're a little big for their britches. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. King of Swords. They have delusions about how much power they actually have. They think they are all that, but this is a queen. This is a page. This is how much power you actually have in the Republican Party. And that's the King of Swords, which would be the Speaker of the House. Not necessarily McCarthy, but that's the Speaker of the House position. So the next question at 5620 becomes, is it that time yet? We've been waiting. Is it that time yet? Will this cause a no confidence vote soon? The weakest Speaker of the House in heaven knows how long. So, Four of Cups. This feels like everybody else in the house is just like, enough with the votes for the, oh gosh. High Priestess, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. They might be able to bribe them with a little something, soothe their little feelings. Focus on their mutual hatred of all things liberal. All right, I'm getting a give them something, but I'm also getting the Democrats over there like rolling their eyes. Oh my gosh. Katie Arbuckle says, how is going home a punishment? Well, how can they be in front of the cameras and come up with the most heinous things to vote on if they're not there? Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. But I wouldn't put money on McCarthy remaining in that position for ever. Yeah, I mean he's held on this long, but world card, end of chapter, end of book. Is so far he's pulled some rabbits out of the hat, but legally, no, sleepless nights, not going to go well. Not going to go well. And a death card for the reading. So, yeah, I wouldn't get too. I mean, I think his chair might be there long enough for the chair to actually be warm when someone else sits in it, but yeah, it's not gonna. It's not going. The chair's not going to have conformed to his body. The speaker's chair. Let's put it that way, just metaphorically. Okay, so at 59:45. 59.45. We kind of read on this the other day, but let's have a look. The PGA is flipped from its earlier stance and sold out to combine forces with LIV. This has infuriated 9/11 groups that the PGA previously partnered with. Will this merger hurt the PGA more than help? And there's a link in the description if you want more details about that. So, is this going to hurt the PGA? Stars, Hanged Man. Okay, what I'm getting, I know some people like golf. I don't have anything against golf. But what I'm getting here is how many, it's not really, I mean, it's popular, but it's not really, it feels like it's not necessarily growing in popularity by leaps and bounds right now. That's what this is. That's what this is saying. Yeah, you get the stars back in the PGA who had jumped ship, but and you've got your diehard, but so that's what I'm getting from the cards. Not me, not me personally. I don't have a problem with golf, but the PGA, the golf itself has some PR issues, and Trump's not exactly helping that. So, yeah, they got bigger problems. Yeah. All right. What else have we got? Oh yeah, Diane H. I have to. It's a good question to ask. 102.15. Will Trump make money off his 3 golf courses from the live merge, LIV merge? I've never understood how to say that. I don't. Do I care? It's almost, being honest. But will Trump make money? Evelyn Hartman says 9/11. This is garbage with the Saudis. There we go. World. Trump has got big problems. Bigly problems that are about to land on his head. This is what the cards are saying, and it's the energy's right there. Justice, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Okay, he would have set the contracts up in a way where he should get something, but he may have really been supposed to be getting money from the use of his golf resorts. So it's like there's a plan here that's a little something, but ultimately this 4 of Swords, this feels like somebody dragging this back into court, somebody who doesn't want to pay him, who thinks they can get away with not paying him because, man, has he got some legal issues. Matter of fact, this feels like Letitia James. It's all the other stuff, but I think the Letitia James, because in October, isn't that when the first October 25th? I may be remembering that wrong. Is the Letitia James thing? But Trump's financial situation is about to get complicated over the next 6 months. Very, very complicated. Lois says October 23rd. Thank you. All right, and you know what? I got through all 12 questions because I got you guys asking great questions, and thank you. All right, so it is 1:19 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. And if I'm a few minutes late, it's Wednesday, so I can be a little late. So I'm sometimes a little late over there, but Sarah will be right on time at 3 o'clock. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. I'm here 365 days of the year. Thank you. All right, so hang in there. We're getting near, we're about halfway to 16, we're almost at like 15,500 subscribers. At 16,000 subscribers, I have a couple of, I have some unopened tarot cards, decks of tarot cards, might be giving away. So just have to get about 500 more subscribers, and then we'll have a nice little giveaway. All right, take care, be safe, be back by 10, take a sweater. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. Oh my gosh. All right, so take care. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.